Jayson, it seemed like in the past, maybe in these like 10, 12-point games, you might have to search for your offense a little bit to kind of pick up the scoring. But now it seems like you can just kind of wait, feel out the game. Someone else is going to handle it until maybe you get going, or maybe it's not even you, maybe somebody else gets going. Is that kind of like, if you guys kind of progressed to just waiting around until the opportunity presents to like strike?
Yeah, I think, like you said, it's a good way to put it. We've progressed understanding each night is going to look different. If it calls for me, right, to come down the way they're guarding us, if they're switching and, KP cuts to the basket, or if he pops back off a screen, or if JB has a mismatch, or we come down in transition and Al seeks out the mismatch at the block. Like, if it calls for me to, essentially pass the ball 8 possessions in a row because that's the right read, then you have to trust that that's what is going to help us win the game. And, a lot of nights is different, where maybe I might have it going in the first quarter and move out the way, in a sense, in the second and third, or a night like tonight where other guys had it going early, and maybe that third quarter is where I find my opportunities. Every night is just going to look different as how good of a team we have.
It seems like it's like a calmness, a patience, just like I said, just kind of, you guys can kind of wait and see when the opportunity strikes. How did you guys get to this point? Because it wasn't always like this.
Yeah, I think, really this year, having those conversations, watching film, understanding that, I always said, we got a really, really good team. We got guys every possession, 2, 3. There's 2 or 3 of us that, feel like and realize that we have the advantage. We have the mismatch. But, only one person can shoot it, right? So we have to be okay with, if I feel like I got the big on me, but KP has a small, like, I got to be okay with trusting to throw it, to him in the post. And, we take advantage of that. Then they change how they guard us, and then I could find different ways to attack. We're winning, so that makes things a lot easier.
JT, over here. At the beginning of the game, you didn't score anything, and Luka's going off, and you watch like how you run the team versus Luka, how he kind of has to do like everything for that team. How did, I guess, the way this game finished help you appreciate why you've made kind of the role sacrifice that you've made to add to winning?
Yeah, and I think it's like you said, we all have to sacrifice something, and I think just understanding this window that we have with this team is very unique. That our team doesn't call for me to dominate the ball, and necessarily have to make every single play. And that's not like, it's not a bad thing. It's just the dynamic of our team doesn't necessarily call for that. So, in a sense, it kind of makes life easier at times, right? We've won 10 games in a row. It's nothing to really complain about. We're on the right track.
Then these last few games, Joe's flipped the sub pattern for you and Jalen. You're playing a lot more minutes early on. Kind of seems like a lot of just like experimenting, playoff test stuff. Like, what has all this done for you to help get ready for the playoffs?
I think Joe, he's talked to us a lot recently about being open-minded, whether it's sub patterns, whether it's defensive schemes that we run, whether it's play calls that he's going to throw out to us. He just talked to us about being open-minded. We're trying things out to see, what we can do in the playoffs. So, every night looks a little bit different.
It's a couple of games in a row now that you guys have a double-digit lead. It becomes like a 2 or 3 point lead, and then it's almost like the team responds to that feeling of like we're almost going to blow the lead, and then you blow out the opponent. Do you think there's some sort of switch that flips, or some sort of mentality of like we're gonna put our foot on the gas, or is it just kind of a coincidence that this pattern has emerged over the last few games?
I don't know. I think we're really good. We get off to good starts. We get a lead. Teams respond. rightfully so. Right, he's the best basketball players in the world. And then we call a timeout, or we go into halftime and we regroup, and we talk about the things that we got to do better, and we go out there and execute. You know, we're not going to blow every team out in the first half. You know, the game just doesn't work like that.
And do you feel like there's a feeling of almost like more unwavering confidence in this team, that you don't get frazzled when those teams go on a run, which is, as you said, you know, to be expected?
Yeah, just a game of basketball. They're going to make shots. They're going to go on runs. It's just all about how you respond on a given night.
Jayson, can I get your thoughts on the crowd booing Kyrie? Just, I know stars get booed, but Boston seems to have a little extra energy for Kyrie.
Yeah, I feel like it's just kind of been like that ever since he left. Obviously, you know, we all know what happened, but that was a while ago. It was a couple years, right? Guys, I have a great relationship with him. The guys, a few of us that were still here that played with him, have a great relationship with him. You know, we've all moved on from it, but you know, you understand that fans are passionate and things like that. So I guess that is to be expected, but you know, none of the players have any animosity towards Kai or anything like that.
Appreciate it. Thanks.